So I'm 17 and I'm graduating high school this year. My parents divorced when I was just shy of 2, long time ago. Dad remarried, Mom remarried, then divorced again, she's single. Dad had another son with his wife. His other son is 14. My entire life, his other son has taken more importance. Told me I'm the older brother, so I should be stronger and not make a big deal out of it. I was 9 years old, standing, looking out the window, waiting for my dad to show up, just for him to call my mom to tell me he can't make it because his other son has a dentist appointment and he's freaking out. It was literally just a checkup. Yeah, sure, understandable. Let me just go fuck myself. Stupid things like that. He ditched my sport games for random reasons. Not even just because of my brother. He didn't come to my talent show when I was 15 because he didn't want to. That's it. Didn't want to. No plans, nothing he had to be at. Just didn't want to. I spent months learning guitar and a song to play for him since he loves guitar. He loves that song. Oh, well, let me go fuck myself again. My parents don't have a good relationship, but my mom doesn't keep him from me. I've heard their conversations, he just doesn't want to be there. I don't know. At one point, I asked my mom if he really was my dad, and she said yes and asked why I'm saying things like that. I asked why does he hate me then? It was an emotional moment, but it passed. That happened just before my 17th birthday, and since then, I've just kind of stayed in my lane. If he reached out to me, I'd say hi, but I wouldn't ask him anything. I wouldn't hug him if I saw him. I wouldn't beg for time together. Kind of indifferent, I guess. Not saying he was never in my life, but he was really only there for the moments that literally any other person would call him a dick for if he wasn't there. Birthdays, short visits on Christmas, had surgery when I was younger, he was there for that. Anything else though, and he was busy 70% of the time. Well, last week he told me he regretted being so absent in my life. He told me he had pre-planned a trip for him to drive me to college when I start. We would leave immediately following my graduation and we would just drive across the country. Not accepted to any college, but I've spoken to the one I want to go to, which is in Washington. And it's basically guaranteed with my grades. I told him don't bother, he should spend the summer with his son. I do want to say that I've never said no when he's asked to hang out or talk on the phone. I always said yes, even when I didn't want to, just to keep the peace and not cause issues. As far as I'm concerned though, I don't have a dad. I have a mother and a man who occasionally spares time for his other kid. He didn't like my reply and said I'm his son too. Not gonna lie, I laughed and asked since when. We kind of fought after that and didn't end on a good vibe. I told him I was planning on dropping contact when I turned 18, since he was probably going to do the same, so why bother keeping this relationship alive when he's never wanted to know me and I stopped wanting him to? He's been trying to reach out, but I shut it down every time. He's dropped by, but I don't see him. He calls me, I decline. He messages me, I ignore. Yesterday I messaged him, "Hi Dad, please stop trying to talk to me. I truly want no relationship with you. You never wanted one with me, so I don't see why you're acting so hurt by this. I don't know if you never gave a fuck about me because of your own hate for me or your wife who never let me come over. I don't know, I don't care. I realized I do not have a dad a while ago and really accepted it recently. I'm not mad, I just don't care. Keep the same energy now that you've had the last decade and stay away from me. I hope your relationship with your son stays just as important to you because he's your only kid. Have a good life," Dad told my mom. My mom's mad at me and told me I should give him a chance because he's trying. Not wrong, I do feel kinda bad because I could tell when he was describing our trip, he was excited. Oh well, I wanted a dad to be proud of my achievements and my grades, but instead, I got a good job card from a drugstore and an "I'm proud of you" text. Really sincere. Mom's still trying to guilt trip me and I'm starting to feel like I should just do the trip, then block his number when I'm at college. It's another year of faking smiles with him, and I just don't want to do that. It would be easier though. Hi, I wasn't going to make an update post, but more and more people kept asking for one, so here I am. I'm sorry I stopped replying, but the post got attention, and I freaked out a bit. I stopped replying, but I didn't stop reading comments and the 100 plus DMs people sent me. A lot of people told me to confront my mom on why she was pushing so hard, and I did. After a while, she gave in and told me we should ask my dad over. 25 minutes later, we're all sitting in my living room, and they tell me my dad has cancer. He won't be getting through it, and he won't be here for my 21st. He won't be here for my college graduation. He won't be here for my wedding or when I have kids. It's different when someone won't be there but could be, as an absent parent is. Some of you suggested to go no contact for a few years and reassess later. Well, I can't do that. People told me to ask myself if I'd miss him if he was gone. And I want a dad. I don't know what to say. Who doesn't want a father in their life? Yes, I seemed indifferent in my post and I really felt that way, but he's not going to be here. So I don't really get to take my time and go to therapy, which almost every single person suggested. If I only get to have a dad for a year, then I'm taking it. I'm going on the trip with him. They made it very clear there's a chance he won't be here, and if that happens, he wants me to go with my mom. He'd planned for us to see the country, see where he grew up, make memories together so I'd have something. I know people will be upset with what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Thank you for your advice and your personal stories to try and help me decide on what I should do. Is he just doing this now to clear his conscience? Probably. I don't care. He won't get to see either of his kids grow up. I think that's punishment enough. I just want to say thank you for all the comments and suggestions, and I hope everyone wishes me the best. Thank you so much.